Are you ready? Let's go!
Don't you sometimes just want to talk about everything? You know, there's days when you can just talk about anything. Need to sit back and chat about nothing at all? Nothing But Julie, coming at you with fun and creative topics and interviews.
Did you hear Julie's podcast? She's got the greatest topics.
Come join the chat about everything, anything, and nothing. So unwind and tune in to Nothing But Julie. Great topics and cool interviews with some pretty awesome people. And now, without further delay, here's Nothing But Julie.
Well, hello, everyone. It is your host, Julie Schrager of the Nothing But Julie podcast. Thank you so much for joining me for the Small Monday Mission Snippet podcast. You know, during this time of the year, there are definitely a lot of areas, especially my northern friends, who have to deal with the colder winters and, the lack of sun. And what is it that you do in order to keep yourself motivated and complete your mission of the day or of the week? I do live in Florida, and I remember, not too long ago living in New York, where it was not easy for me in the winters because it was very gray and depressing, and I felt as though there were days where it was very bleak. And I got myself a sun lamp and started to take some vitamin D. And it helped because I am like a go person and like to stay motivated and be up and happy and uplifted like we all do. What can you do during these times of the year where it's kind of gray and kind of blah to keep your mood up, especially during these times? There's a lot going on in this world between, inflation and COVID, and just it's not the best, conditions for everybody. And so what can you do to keep yourself motivated? I do know of some people who do live in New York still who do struggle throughout this time of year when it's gray winters and cold, and there's only so much you can do, most especially not being able to do much because of COVID. I would recommend taking vitamin D, and I would recommend getting a sun lamp. Let me explain why. Living in Florida, I have the sun as natural vitamin D. I am outside every day. I make myself go outside every day, especially during this time of the year where it's much more pleasant and not very hot. And I try to take advantage. It's the opposite in the northern states. And so I get not only my fill of vitamin D, but I also get to see blue skies and sun versus the Northeast. So if you don't see sun a lot and you're starting to feel yourself slip, that slippery slope between kind of feeling a little down and depressed and happy, I have to tell you that you can go onto Amazon and you can get a sun lamp, and it does give you the vitamin D you need. However, I would also take a supplement during this time of year. It is an immediate mood booster. You don't realize it, but it's an all-natural mood booster, and it can really help when you are stuck at home, whether you're working, raising children, you're just stuck at home, and it can really help boost your mood. What I think is a great mission to do throughout the week is, rather than allowing ourselves to feel down and sad, which is definitely okay, you're allowed to feel that way. But if it's starting to get the best of you and you notice that it's becoming too current and too much, maybe there is a way for you to turn it around. Positive thinking can only do so much. Getting motivational quotes can only do so much. You need to do what's best for you, which is why I recommend getting a sun lamp, or taking some vitamin D. The vitamin D, it could really, really, really help boost your mood. It is a major mood booster. And doing the things that you love, even if there are so many things that you love to do outdoors, maybe you can compile a list of things that can really get you pumped and going throughout the day, so you're not concentrating so much on what you don't have this time of year, like the sun, like being outdoors. And if you like to be outdoors and the cold does not really bother you that much, then go down a hill with your snowboard, or take a nice walk outside. There is always something you can do to help boost your mood. I think that it's just that many of us don't have the time to think about it or discover what those things are. And if you do have the time to discover it, take advantage of it. But I would recommend at least looking into getting a sun lamp and taking some vitamin D. I know for a fact when I was living in New York, it helped to boost my mood. Let that be your mission today, to pick the things that you know can boost your mood, because these are very trying times and I think many of us are affected by them. So let's all do everything we can to keep our mood elevated, because when we're in a good mood, we like to help others. And maybe this world will, become a little bit better if we all just kind of do our part. So with that, I hope you all have a wonderful and very happy Monday and the rest of your week. Enjoy.